Decision to rank Anthony Joshua above Tyson Fury, explained by WBC President Mauricio Sulaiman. Mauricio Sulaiman has clarified why Tyson Fury fell below Anthony Joshua in the latest WBC rankings. Fury lost his green and gold strap to Alexander Usyk during their four-belt shootout in May. The Ukrainian slickster nearly stopped Fury in the ninth round en route to a tight split decision win, which led to him being crowned the first undisputed heavyweight champion of the four-belt era. Given the close nature of the contest and Fury's long reign as WBC title holder, many anticipated he would drop to number 1 in the major sanctioning body's rankings when they were updated last week. However, he was instead placed at number 2, one position behind British rival Joshua. When asked why this was the case, Sulaiman told Talksport.com, Tyson Fury in the previous rankings was the WBC heavyweight champion and Anthony Joshua has been the number 1 contender in the WBC rankings for several months. He has had 2 fights with knockout wins, Otto Wallin and Francis Ngannou, and Tyson Fury was placed as number 2 by the ratings committee after his loss to Alexander Usyk. Champions do not always drop to number 1 in the rankings. Although Joshua is the WBC's number 1 contender, he is not their mandatory challenger. We do not have a mandatory contender at this moment, Sulaiman added. The WBC has the absolute authority to appoint a mandatory contender when they win a final eliminator bout, or when they go through a process and get voted to be a mandatory contender. At this moment, we have sanctioned the first Fury-Usyk fight and the rematch. Those are the 2 fights that were agreed at the last convention. The WBC has been proactive in keeping unified and undisputed champions, and we do not try to find mandatory contenders just to have mandatory contenders. A mandatory contender should be the highest level opposition that a champion should have, and we have been very clear in that respect. Zhilei Zhang, Efe Ajagba, and Jared Anderson round off the top 5 with Martin Bakole, Sanchez, Joe Joyce, and Bakhtiar Jalov coming in just behind. Further down the list, Deontay Wilder has dropped to number 15 following his knockout loss to Zhang in June. Meanwhile, Dillian Whyte has been re-included in the WBC rankings at number 17.